Hey folks, Leave It here once again. Welcome back to another video. This is not a Supergirl video or anything. This is actually a tribute video for I hope you enjoyed my following quick update video, which is on my channel. But anyway, get seriously for a moment. I don't like doing these type of videos, but I want to pay my respects and do a tribute for this man who I think about last Sunday, about 5 or 6 days ago, passed away. Back on February 12th, 2022, you know, he was a director, and he was a legendary director. Made a lot of great comedy films, made a lot of classic movies, and, you know, I didn't know him personally, but he seemed like a good man. Of course, I'm talking about the late, who passed away last week, or last Sunday, I guess, last weekend, and that is the late Ivan Reitman, yes. All I can say is my prayers go out to his family and stuff. It's just sad. You know, I still haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, and now, you know, after he passed away, I definitely want to check the movie out. I've seen it at Walmart. I'll probably get it one day. But anyway, if y'all don't know who Ivan Reitman is, he's known for making movies. He was a film director. I think he had his own company. He was the owner of the Montez Picture Company, founded in 1998. He's best known for his comedy work, especially in the 1980s, 1990s, like from directing movies like Meatballs, starring Bill Murray, and Stripes, another film starring Bill Murray, and the late Harold Ramis, who he worked with as well, and also Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Twins, Kindergarten Cop, Dave, and Junior, which I've never seen those movies. Reitman also served as producer of such films as Animal House. I believe that started with the late John Belushi as Pluto. Produced Beethoven, which is a film I grew up watching, and I definitely am going to be reviewing someday here on my channel. Space Jam, which I already reviewed on my channel, but yeah, Empire Reports. I think that's Howard Stern, which I've never seen. But, you know, I prefer to remember how he lived instead of how he died. Because it is very sad and tragic that we lost him. He passed away at the age of 75. Yeah. But to talk about his life, he was born in the Hungarian town of Kulna, also known as I can't say it right where he was born out. Maybe he was born in another country, I'm not sure. Both of Reitman's parents were Jewish. His mother survived the Auschwitz concentration camp, and his father was an underground resistance fighter. His family arrived in Canada as refugees when Reitman was 4 years old. Reitman attended Oak College in Toronto. He was a member of the Toronto 4 singing group. He attended McMaster University, receiving a Bachelor of Music in 1969. And at McMaster, he produced and directed many short films. So I guess you can say that was a college, and he started, of course, you know, directing short films, which eventually, you know, he would go on to direct films as well. For his career, Reitman's first producing job was with the news station City TV in Toronto. City was also his home of the first announcing job of his later friend and collaborator, Dan Aykroyd. However, Reitman's return to City was short, and he was fired during his first year by station owners Moses Sumner. In Toronto, he produced the stage production Spellbound, which evolved into a Broadway production, The Magic Show. Reitman's first commercial films were as producer of two films for director David Cronenberg, Shivers and Rapid, which was 1975 and 1977. In 1979, from there, he directed and produced a number of comedies, including Stripes, Ghostbusters, Legal Eagles, Twins, Ghostbusters 2, Kindergarten Cop, Dave, Junior, which I've seen. Okay, I knew he directed Junior. 6 Days, 7 Nights, which is a movie starring Harrison Ford, which I like. And Evolution, which is a really underrated movie in my opinion. My Super Ex-Girlfriend, I think I remember liking that movie. No Strings Attached, I think that was with Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman, I believe. In the early 1990s, Reitman began to direct fewer films, but increased his role as producer and his head producer of his company, Northern Lights Entertainment. He helped produce the animated film Heavy Metal, as well as the live-action films Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, Beethoven 2, which two films I grew up with, and also Space Jam. Nostalgia films for me. Howard Stern's film PowerPoint, Road Trip, Old School, which I've seen Old School, that's pretty funny. Road Trip and Trailer Park Boys. In 2000, Reitman founded the Montez Picture Company, a film production company located just south of Barbara. In 2007, Reitman was introduced to Canada's Walk of Fame. He next produced comedy starring Paul Rudd and Jason Segel, I Love You Man. Also in 2009, he produced the Academy Award film Up in the Air, directed by his son, Jason Reitman. Later, Reitman had planned to direct the erotic thriller Chloe, but he couldn't direct the cast he wanted. So Reitman decided to only serve as producer and asked Hickman and Irvin to direct this film. Clooney has since enjoyed commercial success and became Egon's biggest moneymaker ever. In his final decade, Reitman also co-produced the biographical film Hitchcock, released on November 23, 2012. Directed the 2014 sports drama Draft Day, starring Kevin Costner, and served as executive producer on Space Jam: A New Legacy, the sequel to the first movie, which I still have no interest in seeing that. But in mid-January, news of a new Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I believe his son directed. Ivan remained and stood in for Ramus as Egon using additional makeup. The film was released on November 19, 2021, marking his final film before his death. Unmade projects. In the early 1980s, Tom Manning wrote a script for a film entitled The Batman, which Reitman tested direct. He planned to cast Meatballs to star Bill Murray as Batman, David Nina as Pennyworth, and David Bowie as Joker. Following the deaths of Holden and Newman, who wrote the script, Reitman's project was replaced by film's director Joe Johnson, but the film was never made, which I can see why. Bill Murray's Batman, no, I'm sorry, I just can't see it. In 2000, Reitman, along with Wolfgang Peterson, Rob Renner, Emma Shumway, Alan Parker, Tim Robbins, Terry Gilliam, some directors and actors. He was considered for Harry Potter, but that job was given to Chris Columbus, who directed Home Alone, who directed Home Alone 1 and 2, Home Alone 2, Home Alone, and Home Alone Lost 2, Lost in New York, and I think also Bicentennial Man and Mrs. Doubtfire he directed. In March 2007, City News sources say that Sony Pictures Entertainment wanted to replace Reitman on Ghostbusters 3 with a young director, but that Reitman's original contract precluded this. Now in 2010, the business of Reitman would direct the film by September after Harold Ramis's death. Paul Vig was set to direct a new film, which, I heard the 2016 film wasn't good. I never wanted to see that movie. Now, since we had Ghostbusters Afterlife, I guess you consider that a franchise. I might want to view Ghostbusters. I'm actually thinking about it. I probably should. You guys think I should read Ghostbusters Afterlife? Well, I'm going to review the first two films. I should probably did, shouldn't I? In March 2012, it was reported that a sequel of Twins entitled Triple was supposed to the works. That Reitman was to come in, Arnold and Danny DeVito were supposed to come back. I think they wanted Eddie Murphy to be like a third brother or something in the movie. He wanted to make a sequel to The Illusion, but either that movie just didn't do well or wasn't well received, which is disappointing because I like that movie. There's up in his personal life. And his son Jason also became a film director. But pretty much, Reitman, on February 12, 2022, Ivan Reitman died in his sleep at his home in California at the age of 75. So, I don't know how he died. Maybe it was either age. You can tell by the look of the pictures of Ghostbusters Afterlife, just looking at the pictures of him at the prayer, he didn't really look well. Now, I don't know, folks. I'm not a doctor, but, I could just tell something maybe might have been wrong, but I don't know. But, he's made a lot of other movies. I already mentioned Ghostbusters and stuff, but, he gave us the classic Ghostbusters. He actually made a horror movie that, wasn't really horror, but a horror, supernatural comedy that was funny, and certainly that horror can be, in my opinion, can be comedic and funny. And, Ghostbusters, I think, was a genius move for him to do. I definitely look forward to reviewing Ghostbusters 1 and 2 one day, especially Ghostbusters 2, because I think that's underrated. And they're fun movies, and I definitely will watch review Afterlife as well. I might as well just look up a thumbnail some time for it this week. Try to give that review, since Ghostbusters is a franchise, you can say now. I know some people were mixed on, some people love it, some people hate it. I just really prefer to judge it for myself. But he's also responsible for making Arnold Schwarzenegger, funny. Making Arnold kind of a comedian, you can say, because, Arnold Schwarzenegger before that time, before Twins and Kindergarten Cop and Junior, before he did his comedies, Arnold was known for action movies, kind of like an action star for doing films like the Conan films, Film the Destroyer, doing the Terminator films, I think it was Commando, Raw Deal, The Running Man, and Predator. He did those kind of action movies back in the day, a little bit of sci-fi too, and kind of a sorcery film. Conan, I would say, is a sorcery film. Sorcery. But yeah, I was saying about 2 minutes. I'm sorry. But he is responsible for making Arnold a comedian, showing the funny side of Arnold. So we have him to thank for that. His Twins is a funny movie, so is Kindergarten Cop. It's not a tumor. I just think that's hilarious. Or lines in Twins, like when Arnold's character Julian can't drive right, or he's talking on the phone to Danny DeVito. It's like, it's good to see you again, Danny DeVito, or something he's saying to him, and Danny DeVito's like, because he's like talking to him in jail, and he's like, you gotta talk to me on the phone. He's like, oh, and that was funny. But yeah, those are funny movies, definitely. Father's Day, I think that started Robin Williams. I never knew he directed that. I've never seen Father's Day. 6 Days, 7 Nights. Yeah, I've always liked that movie. Good movie starring Harrison Ford. Evolution. I think it's the actor from the X-Files, David Duchovny. And I know Sean Scott's in it, Julianne Moore, Orlando Jones, Taylor Vaughn. So yeah. I've seen some of Draft Day. I've seen My Super Ex-Girlfriend. I've seen it, but it was a long time ago when I watched. A very long time ago. And he produced some movies as well, like Shivers, Death Weekend, Animal House, Heavy Metal, Stop or Mom Will Shoot, which I think is an underrated comedy starring Sylvester Stallone. Space Jam, Private Parts, Ghostbusters, W. Hitchcock, Ghostbusters 2016 film, which he produced, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Maybe he just got a good paycheck for producing the 2016 Ghostbusters film. Who knows, maybe he needed money at the time. Now, I don't know how he was like behind the scenes. I've never heard any bad things about Ivan Reitman. But he seemed like a nice guy. He seemed like a good man, He just seemed like a good guy, I never heard any issues from him. It seems like he got along with all the people that he worked with, and they got along with him. He always seemed to have a smile on his face. He always seems to enjoy what he was doing. I mean, he was a legendary director that made comedy brilliant, in my opinion, like with Ghostbusters and stuff and Kindergarten Cop. He gave us a great movie, a great classic movie in Ghostbusters. If it wasn't for Ivan Reitman, we wouldn't have the classic film Ghostbusters. You wouldn't have the cartoons, the Afterlife, if it wasn't for Ivan Reitman. And, of course, other people who worked on it, like the late Harold Ramis as well. Or we wouldn't have seen the funny side of Arnold Schwarzenegger if it wasn't for Ivan Reitman. I know I heard some stories though about Bill Murray. Maybe him and Bill Murray, I don't know if they dig along or not, but I would hear like either Meatballs or Ghostbusters films, Ghostbusters 2, like Bill Murray wouldn't show up on set with kind of Bill Murray. I can hear, I've heard stories about him sometimes being a dick behind the scenes, like just not showing up to the movie set on time, just showing up whenever he wanted to. But I don't know. Never heard anything bad about Ivan Reitman behind the scenes though, but I can't really speak from experience. I didn't know the man. I never met him. So, but it would have been awesome to meet him, and wearing my Ghostbusters shirt and everything. I would have worn that picture with him if I was able to meet him at a Comic-Con or something. I will be actually going to a Comic-Con this year, but anyway, yeah, probably in April. But anyway, all I can say is my prayers go out to his family, and it seems like we lost a good man. We lost a legendary director who gave us all classic films and films that he'll be remembered for. Like I said, I want to remember how he lived, not how he died. So just always take a moment of silence for his family. Just pray for him. Pray for his family. Who knows? Maybe Jason Reitman his son will make some good films as well. Maybe he'll make some good classic comedies out there. No, I don't think they should make another Ghostbusters. I mean, if it works, maybe they could, but if it was a good send-off for the Ghostbusters, I think it was. I don't want to see a twin sequel. I'm like, I think Jason Reitman should just do his own movies and like his father, become his own legend, and produce some movies as well. But, he produced movies I like the Beethoven movies and Space Jam, and, I'm definitely planning to review the Ghostbusters films, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and also, I should probably review Afterlife, since if you want to consider it a franchise now, but, yeah, and I definitely am going to review Twins and Kindergarten Cop and Junior. That'll be for my Arnold Schwarzenegger marathon, and also, so you can say that's kind of pay tribute to him a little bit as well. doing those reviews. And I'm definitely going to be reviewing Beethoven. Maybe I'll review Beethoven second as well. I didn't really plan on it. Or, I might review Beethoven second. I might review for a next set of reviews. I might just stick to reviewing the first movie, which came out in 1992, so that'll be part of my random review. So I'm definitely planning to review Beethoven. So I'm definitely planning to review some movies that 4 he directed and 1 he produced, But anyway, all I can say is, Ivan Reitman, this is Ivan Reitman. Thank you for giving us Ghostbusters. Thank you for giving us, a comedian, Arnold Schwarzenegger, showing us the funny side of him. Thank you for giving us a classic. Thank you for the films that you produce, like Space Jam, Beethoven, films I grew up watching and loving, and thanks for entertaining us with your movies, and you will be missed, sir. Cheers to the late, legendary, great Ivan Reitman. You'll never be forgotten. Alright. Anyway, all I can say is, rest in peace, Ivan Reitman. You were missed, sir. Thank you for all you did. And anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And rest in peace, Ivan Reitman. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.